Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Vulcan Report. This end of day report is for trading on Wednesday, August the 17th, 2016. You're looking at a chart of Bitcoin. And as you can see, this chart does take into account the Kumo cloud here, these dark black lines right here. All right, so looking at it, it is trading above the Kumo cloud, which is bullish. When you look here at the bottom of the screen where it tells you the trend, you're in a bull market and it's highlighted green. For those of you who are new, we have a little green bull in the bottom right hand corner right here. That also signifies a bull market. A red bear would signify a bear market. Looking here at the chart, these blue candles indicate positive momentum in the market. Red candles indicate negative momentum in the market. Likewise, these lines here going across, this dark green one is a bullish uh, price action, and the red one is bearish price action. I like to call those positive and negative bot checks. A positive bot check means that there's something going on in the market where pent up energy will push prices higher. Likewise, with the red, indicates selling pressure. As you can see, the Bitcoin has been under the selling pressure momentum, picking up uh, in the selling pressure side of things, even though it's still within an overall bullish configuration. It's blue candles. Okay. The next thing you want to look at here is the these black dots. These black dots are your trend lines. Okay. Those are periods of possible reversals in the market as well if breached. You see the yellow down symbol here. Those are your sell signals. Those are your crash alerts. Okay. Means that the market could crash, correct, however you want to label it. Okay. The green at the bottom here, these pointing up, those are your buy signals for rally alerts. Means that the market is going to go higher. One thing to note is that these rally and crash alerts tend to lead the market 3 to 5 days out. So you can have a situation where it's calling for it to go down and you don't see it manifest. It may take 3 to 5 days to manifest, but these are pretty highly accurate signals. So you can't, disregard them. You disregard them at your own peril. Like back here, you saw you got the crash alert. It took a while to a few bars to manifest, but finally it did manifest. All right. And you had another one here warning that you can see a continuation in the following bar you did. Then at the completion of that bar, now you're getting the green, letting you know that the selling was over, market rallied. So that's how these work. Okay. Like I say, pretty much I want to say about 98% of the time when you see these rally and crash alerts, something does follow. So you need to be mindful of it because things happen. Doesn't always happen, but they're pretty good. I found them to be very reliable swing trades signals. In addition to the pulse waves. Okay, pulse waves come in addition to these rally and crash alerts, and those pulse waves you will also be able to take note of in the chart. Normally, it's manifested in the bottom section of the chart here, okay? And it's this LO and SH. LO for long, SH for sell short. These are the price parameters that you look for to let you know where the pulse wave is for the current bar. So LO and SH is for the current bar only. Okay, so the current bar for this week, the weekly pulse wave for the Bitcoin is at 595 on the upside and 577 on the downside. Well, those of you who know, you know what Bitcoin has done already. So as you can see, the pulse waves are accurate. keeping you on the right side of the trade. So then where do we go from here? Well, the week's not over yet, but as you can see, overhead resistance is way up here, okay? Not quite where the last high was. It's right below it. It's saying that there was a lot of pressure up in here, a lot of orders up in here. So here is, if this is breached, it puts an end to the downtrend and it creates a new up channel that could be quite explosive. There's a lot of people calling for $1,000 Bitcoin. Well, I'm here to tell you right now, if this is breached, man, yeah, you're done at that point. Now we do have a rally alert here. This is a green up bar, okay? This pointer is green pointing up. So for this week we do have a rally alert for this market. So you would be wise to pay attention to that and position yourself in the right side of the market. Now let's look at some technicals. You will find the technicals that I'm going to read to you. This is the printout from the system. These technicals are available on the website. All right, the link is below the description of this video. The Vulcan Report website you can go to and check that out. Check out those blog entries which have the updates. Current things are updated on there. As you know, that's for free. It's not going to necessarily be, you know, in a timely fashion per se, but it's there so that you can have something to reference. And like I said, it's free, so I mean it's there. The paid subscribers, of course, you get yours, you know, before the price action happens, so that you can take advantage of it, and you get intraday calls as well. As the system's picking up things, I will call that out in the trade room, and you'll be able to take advantage of it. So going back to the Bitcoin here, let's look at these technicals that you have to deal with for this week. Now this is as of the close for Friday. When the market closed last Friday, the report is ran over the weekend, and then you have it for trading for Monday. So as of Friday's close, which was this bar here, this I'm going to tell you what you were dealing with, which will help you explain this current weekly bar that you're looking at. All right, let's see. As of the close of the prior week, you changed about, I want to say, about 5.31. So you're up about $5 for the week there, and that was a 0.9% difference. And prices did manage to close higher than they opened, with strong bids going into the close. Now, as far as the chart pattern goes on the candles, the candle structure is this. We had a white body occurred because prices closed higher than they opened. During the past 10 bars, there have been 5 up bars and 5 down bars. During the past 50 trading sessions, there have been 33 up and 17 down days or weeks. A hammer occurred, and a hammer has a long lower shadow and a close near the high, such as we see right here. Okay. A hammer must appear after a significant decline or when prices are oversold to be valid. When this occurs, it usually indicates the formation of a support level and is thus considered a bullish pattern. A hanging man also occurred, and a hanging man has a very long lower shadow and a small real body. This pattern can be bullish or bearish depending on the trend. If it occurs during an uptrend, which appears to be the case with Bitcoin, it is called a hanging man line and signifies a reversal top. If it occurs during a downtrend, it is called a bullish hammer. All right. A long lower shadow occurred. This is typically a bullish signal, particularly when it occurs near a low price level as a support level or when the security is oversold. Spinning top. A spinning top is a candle with a small real body. Spinning tops identify a session in which there is little price action as defined by the difference between the open and the close. During a rally or near new highs, a spinning top can be a sign that prices are losing momentum and the bulls may be in trouble. So there's your candle analysis, breaking down the candle in different ways so that you can get an overall picture of what's happening. So it was saying that you had a possible situation where this negative momentum will continue to accelerate and push prices back down, even though we have a rally alert, which means we could retrace a little bit before that happens. But as long as we're under this negative price pressure, it puts the uptrend still in a negative pulse wave, and we call that a corrective phase. All right, in addition to that, looking at the post-scan swing VIX, the post-scan swing VIX, we have the post scans currently at 5.64 and the swing VIX is at 505. They're both negative numbers. The market pulse is negative since it's trading below its zero signal line. The the post scan crossed below the swing VIX, creating a downtrend channel as of 6 trading sessions ago. All right, that's back up here. Okay, that's when that was created. All right, the trend channel is down, which you can visibly see, and that's another way to say it. There's a negative swing VIX. This means that negative momentum is entering the market, so I expect sideways to lower prices within the next 3 to 5 trading sessions. And since this is a weekly chart, we're looking at the next 3 to 5 weeks. However, we have a rally alert for this week. Short-term market bottom. Possible breakout is likely due to strong market pulse projections. The swing VIX is not currently in a topping above 39 or bottoming below negative 39 range. A buy or sell signal is generated when the swing VIX moves out of an overbought or oversold area. The last signal was an oversold buy 66 bars ago. The swing VIX does not currently show any failure swings. The swing VIX and the price are not diverging. Since the last swing VIX signal, Bitcoin's price has decreased 10.09% and has ranged from a high of 704.42 to a low of 508.48. Market trend. Currently, the trend is very bullish and has been under heavy accumulation. As far as the, the weekly pulse wave price projections go, the upside is 595.19 where you look to get long, and the pulse wave breakout support is at 502.52 where you be looking to get short. As for volatility, as of Friday's close, we closed below the upper volatility band by 41.7%. This combined with the steep uptrend suggests that the upward trend in price has a good chance of continuing. However, a short-term pullback inside the bands is likely, and that's what you've been seeing here within the last 3 to 4 weeks. All right, so that's basically how to interpret and understand the chart. This is taken directly from the system, not the trading platform like I have been in the prior videos. I've been using the trading platform. And that's because I've been doing a lot of upgrading to the system and things like that, getting it ready and rolling out some new things, new features. But if you look at my older videos in the past, going back several years ago, you'll see that all of the videos primarily were taken directly from the system. And the commentary that I just read to you is directly from the system, excuse me, for the Bitcoin for this week. So that's how you read these, and that's how you understand and interpret them. All right, changing our focus now. Going to look at a couple things that were sent in for review. This one is Oceana Gold Corp. Ticker symbol is OGC.TO, so it's a Toronto Exchange traded entity. As you can see here on this chart, right now on the short-term basis, the market is still bullish right now. As you can see, ending at $4.97. The trend line support is at $4.77. Momentum is coming off on this one, but it managed to finish, toward the higher end of the range here. So it looks like the $5 should be in play for this one. So that's what I'll be looking at. If it can break $5, then it should be in play to take out the prior prior high here. However, if the 477 breaks, if it breaks below that, then a short will be in play, riding it back down to test somewhere between the 450 and 425 support level. But that's where you are right now on the Oceania. All right, here's another one of the subscribers asked for me to look at is Brazilian resources. The ticker symbol on this one is BRIZF. It's in a negative pulse wave right now. As you can see, it's coming down. It just bounced right off of the trend line support. If this trend line support right here is broken, then it should drop from between 150 down to the 108 long-term trend line support. It is entered into the oversold space, but based on the momentum, this could be trying to lock in a further correction. So it looks like it's possible that the 108 could actually be in play. This market needs to get back above 240 to put it an end to the downside correction. Alright, taking a look at another one. This one is K92 Mining, ticker symbol KNTNF. This one is in a positive pulse wave right now, coming off of the highs of 172. It's kind of moving like the other chart, almost identical. So for this one has major support at 106, and if it can, it should be able to bounce from there and be well defended there. And you can see it's not oversold, and this one is a little bit better condition than the other one. So this one, could still possibly be in play, but it's going to need to trade back above 160 in order to put it into this this downtrend. All right, the last one here is Gold Bullion Development, ticker symbol GBBFF, and this one's over the counter. And as you guys know, I hate over the counter. This one's well supported at 5 cents, currently trading around 8 cents. It's in a positive pulse wave now because it was able to get some upside momentum, but that momentum has come off. It's looking like 5 cents. It's well supported at 5 cents, and based on the structure of this right now, it's trading right slightly below this trend line, the blue trend line support. So this one, for the most part, I mean, when you're looking at these penny stocks like this where something's that cheap, it doesn't really matter where it goes. I mean, if the company is a real company and it's not a fake company, but it's an actual real company, if it's a real company and it's trading at 5 cents, I mean, you got to do a lot of research to determine why is it trading at 5 cents. It would take a miracle for this thing to explode and get, to some real money. If it can't stay above $1, I mean, gosh, I just hate penny stocks, man. I'm sorry. I don't like them. All right, looking at GLD now, as you can see, the position of this one, we do have a a crash alert on this one here, and we can't ignore that, which is quite interesting because I didn't really see this one on the list, so let me double check that. Okay, yeah, I found it now. All right, it was a 411 alert on the GLD, so nevertheless, it's a correction alert. I do not believe that it's manifested yet, so we'll have to watch and see what happens. But you can see this market is well supported right all the way down to almost the 120 level. 120, 157 is the current support on this. So this one's looking really good. It's still very bullish, as you can see. And I'm not going to go into all the technicals. You have to go to the Vulcan Report blog to get that information. All right, looking at the SLV, you can see same situation. See how far we are away from the Kumo cloud all the way down here. And the market's still very well supported at 1707, which is way down here. Do have a crash alert on the silver, and that one kind of came into play. But, and the silver's still down from where it was. So we'll have to wait and see how this truly manifests itself. It's just hard to say. what's going to go on. The futures are a little bit weaker than the equity side of things, so we got an eye on it to see what can materialize on this one. All right, finishing up here, this is SIL. So for the silver miners, you can see here there was no rally or crash alert, and the momentum is steady with no turn in sight. So we expect this trend to continue. Market is well supported right here at the $42.69 range. All right, looking at GDXJ, you can see we had that crash alert there. Um, Market though still is well supported here at $26.82, and then again here at $29.59, and here at $26.54, and then the long-term trend line is right here at $22.11. So this market, has it going on right now. The gold and silver is just on fire. All right, last but not least, just taking a quick look at the US dollar. You can see it's in a bear market officially. All right, see the little bear market. This right here represents a bear market, positive pulse wave within a bear market. About to hit its head at the bottom of the Kumo cloud right here. That is rather significant. And as you can see, it's well supported right now at 94.94, so $94.94, and that is in jeopardy of being taken out. And if the market closes below that this week, that sets up the next leg down, which could be rather significant. All things being equal, it could push this market below 90. So that is something dangerous to look at, and that if that happens, that will catapult gold and silver to new highs. Remember, bulls make money, bears make money, but pigs get slaughtered. So take what you can, give nothing back. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Vulcan Report. This end of day report is for trading on Wednesday, August the 17th, 2016. You're looking at a chart of Bitcoin. And as you can see, this chart does take into account the Kumo cloud here. These dark black lines right here. All right. So looking at it, it is trading above the Kumo cloud, which is bullish. When you look here at the bottom of the screen where it tells you the trend, you're in a bull market and it's highlighted green. For those of you who are new, we have a little green bull in the bottom right hand corner right here. That also signifies a bull market. A red bear would signify a bear market. Looking here at the chart, these blue candles indicate positive momentum in the market. Look at here is these black dots. These black dots are your trend lines, okay? Those are periods of possible reversals in the market as well if breached. You see the yellow down symbol here. Those are your sell signals. Those are your crash alerts, okay? Means that the market could crash, correct, however you want to label it, okay? The green, red candles indicate negative momentum in the market. Likewise, these lines here going across, this dark green one is a bullish price action, and the red one is bearish price action. I like to call those positive and negative bot checks. A positive bot check means that there's something going on in the market where pent-up energy will push prices higher. Likewise, with the red, indicates selling pressure. As you can see, the Bitcoin has been under the selling pressure momentum, picking up in the selling pressure side of things, even though it's still within an overall bullish configuration. It's blue candles, okay? The next thing you want to look